Hey everybody, welcome back to my Star Wars channel. My name's David, and today we're gonna build Chewbacca.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I'm sure you've seen some of the internet videos, right? You've seen the YouTube where Star Wars fans like myself are running out to Home Depot to get ourselves a 7.5 foot tall Chewbacca. That's right, he's animated, comes in the holiday decor, but you can take that holiday decor off, some people were asking, and I think with a little bit of brushing, he looks pretty good. I'm gonna show you the whole build from beginning to end, and whether it's easy or hard, right? We should get that information out there. Is it hard to do? Is it easy to do? Is it fun? I'll sit there and talk to you along the way. Let's get into it. But first, ever since I saw the ad online, and I've seen some of the other people do their builds, I've noticed how sloppy the face is. And I was hoping that with a brush, I could make Chewy look a lot better, and I think we did. So if you've seen some of those videos, right, or you've seen the advertisement where his hair is like all in his face and he looks disheveled, just a little brush, you know, back and forth, you spend some time on it, make sure all this hair goes up and back. Chewy's hair doesn't hang in his eyes. It goes back like this, and I would even wonder, just spray some hairspray on there and just get it to lock in place. There are two weird pieces of Velcro. There's one here and there's one in the back, and they're exposed, and I assume that's to keep the hat on. But I think with a brush, he cleans up pretty well. What do you think? I think so too. So first thing to note, on the inside of the box, they have instructions. So there are instructions here on the flaps, but I did notice there is an instruction book, and since I kind of like to get the box and the plastic and all the foam out of the way right away, I'm not going to use the box. Alright, so we got the base, we got the instruction sheet, got a pair of scissors, and so we are going to start. Alright, so the feet are on, and these two giant poles look like the legs. This little thing that's curved out on the side is probably his hips. And quite literally, his body is next. Time to move the tripod up just a little bit, and we're going to put on the rest of his hips, because I can't assume this is his chest. It's got to be way taller. So we're at this height, and I'm guessing 7.5 feet tall is going to be pretty darn tall, because I'm only 5'5". So I can only imagine this is barely, I mean, this has got to be his hips, right? Still. Yeah, we're so far away. Now we're going to get to the biggest, heaviest piece that was in the box. So this is the chest. This is where all the robotics are. You can see all the fun stuff in this. There's a AV plug back here. There's a dial that is either volume or speed. I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't even know if my ceiling is tall enough. I'm going to have to get a ladder, because this is literally how his head, where his chest is. His head's going to be up there. I'm not even big enough to put this together. I am seriously going to have to go get a ladder to finish this. So then you might be asking yourself, well, why does someone buy something like this? And to be honest, it was just affordable. Like, it was $350. That's such a full-size Chewbacca that seemed too low. Plus it was animatronic and it made noise. And I'm going to be Boba Fett for Halloween. So when you have Boba Fett and then the option to have Chewbacca as his prisoner, I was thinking, man, I could bring this to Trunk or Treat and Chewbacca could be my prisoner. Now looking at how tall he is, it's gonna be fun to figure out how to bring him to Trunk or Treat. So I was curious about the arms. The arms are just a folded piece of metal. So if you were wondering, do the arms bend? Can they be manipulated? No, one arm is clearly bent. And of course the foam on the outside, that's his muscle, right? So you just leave that. So it's just a thin bar with another one of those little pins on the other side. Okay, so I was wrong about not fast forwarding it because there's a lot of struggling and downtime. But I'm one person, and like I said, I'm 5'5", so I'm doing okay. I think the hard part was pulling it up around the body. But once I got to that point, I'm good. And then trying to figure out, like, how do I want the wire to come out of the back. So at this point, I'm probably good to snap the costume in place. But it is a full one-piece jumpsuit. Like if you were 7.5 feet tall, you could wear this as a Chewbacca costume. The hands are just furry plastic molded things, and again with just little hooks that go on the end. They keep wanting to take these locking pins off. You're supposed to take the locking pin off and then put Chewbacca together and then put the locking pin back on. But I guess that's up to you if you think there's really a danger that he could violently come apart. Alright, I was so lost, I had to go out to YouTube and hope that somebody else's tutorial showed me the electronics. Nobody does. Nobody shows you electronics. I saw one guy. One guy shows you what the electronics are. So there's two pieces of electronics, okay? And one of them is the sensor that's in the belt, and it goes directly through the front of his chest. So right there, above my finger, is where this is going to go. So that has to get fed through the costume, which I don't know if putting the costume on first and doing it this way is the best way to do it. I mean, who am I to argue with the instructions? But now I got to go around to the other side and pull it through. So the sensor wire on the bandolier is like a long wire. There's another matching wire inside his body that's the same colors. You just gotta find the end of that and click the two things together. Now we know something works, right? That means it works. Don't see us. So that's how close he is to the top of my ceiling. Like, if I back up. So that's Chewbacca in my game room. So we're gonna have to hit the camera vertical just to get him all in. I don't normally like to shoot video like this, but I want you to see just how big he is compared to my television and my ceiling and everything else. But he fits in pretty nicely there. So going with the layout of the room, when I get Darth Vader and put him together, he'll go on the other side. But now I'm thinking it's really gonna be crowded up here. What I wanted to do was put the shackles from Galaxy's Edge around his wrist, but they don't fit. I thought that'd be a cool, like, feature. And there's his done head, brushed and pushed back a little bit. Looks more like Chewbacca, I think. And then kind of leave the rest of him shaggy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this worth $350? Hey, thanks for watching. May the Force be with you. I'll see you next time.